Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing wonderful. You are safe and sound in keeping yourself and your family safe from COVID. Enjoying your Saturday. Here, it's a beautiful Sunday. It is beautiful summer Saturday in Dubai. It's a bit hot, but we are enjoying it. And I would like to say that please write your name in comments. Let me see set comments. Please write your name in comments and say that from where, which part of the world you are joining, and how do you greet in your native language. I love to learn different languages and different greetings. Like I have learned a lot of them. Good morning, namaste, marhaba, sabah al khair, bonjour, kia ora, vanakkam, and it's a long list. I'm yet to memorize them. It's lovely to see you again online, and I'm so happy to connect with you. You know, I hope that you had your tea and coffee. I love tea, especially when I feel that I'm a little stressed or I have some headache. I love to have tea, especially what my husband makes. He makes awesome tea. What happened? Oh, Ahmad from Dubai. Hello. Rashid from Africa. Hello. How are you? Please write in comments that how do you say hello or greetings in your native language? That would be wonderful. Tiara, Tanya from India. Tiara from Australia. Hi, Tiara. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Ramya. Rich from New Zealand. Hi, Rich. I hope you're doing wonderful. Hi, Nathan. Monikam, Chris from UAE. Hi, Mark from Canada. Andy from Australia. I'm so happy you are giving your time and joining this to fall in love with yourself. It's so beautiful. So I was telling that I love to have tea, and it, especially when I have headache and I want to relax with that. But you know, a few years back, what happened? One day when I came from office, I was so mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausted that even the tea did not do its wonder that day. And when my daughter came to me and she asked, Amma, I want to play with you. And I said, not today. You go play by yourself. I need time for myself. I did not play till night. I slept. Next day, I did not go to office. I left my daughter to the daycare. I was at home, but still I left her there. And I spent full day with me doing nothing but just relaxing. Now, do you think it's being selfish or it's a self-love? I want to hear in comments from you. What do you think about it? What is it? Taking care of yourself and not taking care of child, from one perception, it looks like being selfish. But how I can give that love and care and affection to my child if I'm empty from inside? And that was the point I realized. If I'm empty, I cannot give anything to anyone. I need to be overflowing to give to my family, to give to the whole world. And overflowing with the love can happen only when you love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else in the world, including your own children, authentically with full heart. So here I have a question for you. What do you think that self-love, is it being selfish? Please type in comments. Please type in comments that what do you think? Is the self-love is being selfish, or it's not? Self-love is just self-love. It's complete in itself. Yes, yes. Okay. That's interesting, maybe. Now I have another question. There are three different things: self-love, selfish, and not self-love. Somebody may be not selfish person, but still they may not love themselves. In that case also, their pot will be empty and they will not have anything to give to the world. So remember, not loving yourself is not being selfish. Somebody can be not selfish, but still they may not love themselves. And to give to the world, you need to fill your pot with love, which is by self-love. You know, selfish is something which is concerned exclusively by oneself and do not mind damaging others' benefits and concentrating too much on its own advantages, pleasure, well-being, and disregarding everybody else. So selfish people have deep, unresolved need for care and attention. Thus, sometimes they display narcissistic traits. And that's why we do have the words like egocentric, egomaniac, self-absorbed, self-centered, self-obsessed, all these words for selfish. While the self-love is replenishing yourself with love so that you can give to world. And appreciate one's own qualities, one's own values, worth and virtue without harming anybody else. Taking care of your own happiness, taking care of your own well-being, taking care of your own priorities. Self-love is so beautiful. It's not ugly. So when I'm saying ugly means you're not harming anybody's rights, anybody's comfort, but you are taking care of your own comfort. And it's beautiful. And this reminds me that once my daughter, we were playing a game, and my daughter asked me that, Amma, can you tell me who are the important people in your life? And it was so nice that I started my list. First is my daughter. Of course, I took her name. As a mother, for me, she always comes first. Hi, Harsha. So she always comes first. So I took her name and then I took my husband's name. Even before I could go to the third name, she stopped me. She said, Amma, wait. What are you doing? Your list is wrong. You have to correct it. I was not expecting it, so I was shocked. I said, what's wrong in my list? For me, from mother's perspective, I was thinking my list is right. And she asked me, where are you? You should be on top of your priority list, Amma. After that, I will come. And it was so beautiful to hear from a 4-year-old child. That really touched me. And since then, I make sure I keep myself on my top priority list. And then I keep everybody else. Hello, Aya, Ayman. How are you doing? So I want to ask you this question, very important question now. Whom will you keep on top of your most important people list? Whom will you keep it? Will you keep it your name or somebody else's name? Please type in comments. I would love to hear it. And that was some moments in life which just change your direction, change your perception. And that was a moment from a very innocent girl that changed my perception entirely. So please write in comments who is on the top priority for you. Now, the question is, do you give time to yourself to replenish yourself with love? Are you giving enough time for yourself? Or when you come from office and you're totally exhausted? Because if you don't have energy, if you don't have time, if you don't have emotional stability or emotional energy, how are you going to give that to your children? And that's the place where all the conflict starts. So self-love is something I care for myself so that I can care for my colleagues, my team, my organization, my family, my neighbor, everybody else. I can smile for them if I smile for myself. So replenish yourself with love, and then it will start overflowing automatically. Many people ask me that how do I feel so happy and energized most of the time? And the reason is that I love myself, and I don't hesitate to say that. I have every right to love me. And when I love myself enough, I give it to the whole world. The second question is, do you appreciate yourself? Do you say wow for yourself for anything which you are doing? Maybe making some food, doing some presentation, presenting an idea, or talking to somebody, or expressing yourself, or choosing a dress, or managing your finances, doing anything. Do you say, wow, I did brilliantly, I'm so good at it? Do you do that? I want to hear it. I want to see in comment section. Do you do that? Hi, Muhammad Hashim. I want to see, when did you last appreciated yourself? And if not done, no problem. Start it today. Make a list which you really say wow for yourself. Once I was making a company profile and I completed that presentation. And then when I converted into PDF, I was so excited. I said, wow, Neetu, you did excellent job. You're so good at it. And I was really feeling that moment because it came out so well. I spent hours in doing it, but I fell in love with my work. So fall in love with your work. Fall in love with yourself first before you fall in love with anybody else in the world. That's the most important thing. Priority and time are different. Yes, definitely. Honestly, I'm used to do that. Still my number one priority for my family, you. Every day. That's wonderful. Now, the next question I do have, do you allow yourself to outgrow? Are you allowing yourself to outgrow? Are you allowing yourself to outgrow in your belief, in your relationship, in your career, in your place or purpose or your vision? Where you were yesterday, you are not today. So the things which were making sense yesterday, they are not making sense today for you. So it's okay. And this is part of self love, allowing yourself to change your belief, to outgrowing your belief, outgrowing your relationship, outgrowing your friends, outgrowing your job and career and purpose. It is self love, and it doesn't have to be ugly. You don't have to put somebody down or humiliate somebody for outgrowing it. You can easily leave that thing and just go to the next thing, because you have every right to outgrow. This is what the evolution is, this is what the growth is about. Otherwise we would have been sitting in the cave age still. So we have come here because we all were continuously outgrowing from where we were. Another beautiful question is it, and I really want to hear from everybody over here. Do you allow yourself to make mistakes? Or do you kill yourself when you make any mistake? Do you allow yourself to be vulnerable in front of others and in front of yourself? I would take a pause here and I want to hear from all of you. Like, if please write in comments. Do you allow yourself to make mistake? Remember, in most of the places there is an edit button there, and edit button is done because whosoever invented the edit button is my favorite person, because I make a lot of mistakes, I go and I use that edit button to correct it. So use that edit button and allow yourself to make as many mistakes as possible. The more mistakes you make, you learn more and you grow more. So it's beautiful to make mistakes. Do you set clear boundaries with your close relationship, like what I did with my daughter that day? She is the most closest person to me, and still that day I had to set a clear boundary. I had to say, I have nothing to give you today. I'm completely emotionally empty. I need to replenish myself. I need to set the boundary. Because if I don't set that boundary, I may harm her. I may show my stress, frustration, anxiety on her, and which I did not want to do. So I set the clear boundary until I replenish myself and go back and give love to her. So, do you allow yourself to set boundaries? Do you allow yourself to say no? And without feeling guilty, without feeling guilty, can you say no to your people around you? Are you the most important person? Answer these questions and you will come to know how much you are in love with yourself. Because selfish is being manipulative, conditional, indifferent, while the self love is open, unconditional, and empathetic. Why I'm saying emphasizing on empathetic is when you love yourself, then only you will have give love to give to others. So, what do you do to express your love? How do you express your love for yourself? By the time you're writing in comments, I would like to share how to I love to do it. I just want to walk in like garden alone. I don't want anybody, no music, nothing near trees or near plants. I just love to do that because that replenishes me and I love to do that. I love to pamper myself. I love to buy dresses. All ladies love to do shopping. So I love to do that. And I love to just lie down and read book in some peaceful place. That makes me really happy. And learning makes me happy, so I do that. So what do you do to express your self-love? Okay. You go to shopping. I love this one. You just relax, you go for massage, you go for sauna. Okay, that's wonderful to hear. It's beautiful. Appreciate yourself without putting anybody down and humiliating anyone is the self-love. Taking care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and socially for your well-being is the self-love. So it's okay if you're taking off for a few days and going for meditation. It's okay. It's not being selfish. You're taking care of yourself. Eating your favorite food is self-love. Standing for your respect and dignity is self-love. You have every right to stand for yourself, even if nobody is standing for you. I have done this multiple number of times, even when I was not sure whether I'll succeed or not. Still, because I love myself and I need to respect myself. Respect is a higher degree, like higher level of love. And I love myself so much, so I respect myself. And if something is harming it, of course, I have to stand for it. So, standing for your respect and dignity is self love. Dressing up, putting the dress, wearing the dress, what makes you happy is self love. Choosing the profession, what you love, is a self love. Outgrowing is self love. Choosing your partner for your life is self love. And loving yourself is self love. So, it's not selfish. And self love is so good for individuals, families, society, and especially organization. Why I'm saying especially organization, because there we are all are working together for a one specific goal. And if we don't love ourselves, we'll not be able to love and care for our team. Then how a team which is not taking care of each other reach to that goal as fast as possible, as harmoniously as possible? We'll not be able to do that. And that's what exactly is the employee engagement is all about. Employee engagement starts at the very root of the self love. When the individual loves them, then they start taking care of their team, then they start taking care of the organization, and then organization can achieve its goal. So this is so beautiful, but still we rarely talk about these things, that self love is the very root of these employee engagement. So I wish you all fall in love with yourself and with the world, with your team, with your family. And remember, it's a word of caution. There is a very thin line between being selfish, self love, and no self love. No self love is something you are not selfish, but still you are not loving yourself. Self love is something you are loving yourself, but without harming anybody around you. And of course, selfish is something you don't care for anybody else. You are just so obsessed about your own well being. So you are ready to harm others for that. And there is a very thin line between these three. So be mindful not to cross this line. Have wonderful weekend and magnificent life, and fall in love with yourself, your team, everybody around you. Replenish yourself. I'm so happy we connected today. And there is another live streaming coming on. That's very special one, because I have the craziest story that day to share with you on the 26th of July, 11 a.m. Dubai time. So my craziest story ever in my life, I'm going to share with you. So I'll be very happy if you connect there. And if you have any questions, we can take for some time. Yes, sometimes people do misunderstand. It's a very good question, Ahmad. Sometimes people do misunderstand between not loving self and being selfish. Like it's very different, because not loving yourself, I may not harm anybody, but I'm not taking care of myself. So still my pot is empty, and it's of no use. I'm not helping anybody with that. So I want you all to fill your pot with love, so that it will overflow, and it will spread all over the world with love and happiness. Thank you so much for connecting. God bless you all. Have lovely weekend and magnificent life. Bye bye.